Hey guys, Shane, Garage of Constant Sorrow. Let's see. Well, you can see right here, I'm changing the oil, but disregard that. That's not really what I'm doing today. There was a wicked rattle coming from the front end of this thing. So once I got the rear end buttoned up and it was quieted down, now I can focus on hearing that front noise. So what I did was I jacked it up and I just took my little trusty rubber hammer and banged on a couple tires like that, and sideways, and there's some couple rattles that you hear right there, but that wasn't what I was hearing. So there was one of the backing plates where the bolt head broke off that holds the backing plate to the spindle. It was rattling a little bit, so I just stuck a piece of rubber up in there and quieted that down, but that wasn't what I was hearing. So let me show you what we got. Flip. Alright, so I hit the right there, and that's what we found. Right, so it's basically missing that bushing right there, so it's all loose, and you can see how crusty everything is under here. So we're gonna end up replacing I'm pretty sure the whole steering. I got the center link and the idler arm already, but I had ordered those before I realized I'm probably just gonna replace the tie rod ends and sleeves as well. Now the weird thing, okay, so this is the bushings that it calls for. You see they're taller than they are wide, where this is kind of the same width as height. So I don't know that these are right. But it'll work. It'll fit in there. The only other problem is it doesn't have a slit. So I would have to somehow put these on the end and slide them all the way over to here. So I think I might just cut a slit in here. And that way I can just wrap it right around the bar right here. Oops, sorry. Right here, and the bracket will hold it all in place anyway. So let me get this apart and take a look-see, and we'll get back to you. Alright, well, got the sway bar bushings out. Inspection was made, and we had to make a decision here. So this is what I found, and this is weird because I kind of noticed it before, but I didn't think much of it. So if you look at the way that hang on. So you see that obviously moves, right? So it should be pretty straight up and down right there. But if we take the bar and go up with it, it does not line up in the middle of these bolt holes. So in order to make it line up, sorry, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. All right, so it's got to force that to go backwards, and even then, it's not perfectly lined. It's kind of close, but that's where it was before. It was mounted like that. So basically, I'd have to put the end link at quite an angle, which is weird. I don't see any reason why. No accident damage or anything. It just doesn't make any sense. There's no other holes to mount this to the lower control arm, I don't think. No, nothing else to put that anywhere else. I don't know. So we're just gonna put her back together the way she came off. Take that. All right, we'll be back. Well, we had to get the persuader right there to get one of those end links out. This side was pretty rusty, and I didn't feel like working it back and forth, so I just cut it right in the middle. The other side came out pretty easily. That bolt looked really clean, fairly new actually. I don't know. So that one came out easy. And we got the bushings cut. Where is it? Right there. So I went ahead and cut them because I'm not sliding this thing on. What is it? A couple feet? Well, probably 18 inches or so. So I just cut a slit right there, wrap it around, bolt it back up. All's good in the world. Now this, I'm gonna clean this up. This side looks so-so. It's got a little crud right there. It's at least got a shiny spot. This side is yucky. Anyway, I'll be back. There we go. Wire wheeled it as best I could. This side's a little rough. The other side's better. You can tell it's at least got a smooth kind of sheen to it. But this side is not as good. But I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about that either. So we're gonna lube up the bushings. I'm gonna use some of this lube I had left over from the rear suspension. Put it inside the hole here. Good to go. All right. All right, I got you guys set up so you can see what we're doing here. All right. We got the spooge. Just gonna squirt a little inside here. Or a lot, whatever. Okay, now slime it around inside there. There we go. We got our slit. Hopefully this will be easier done than said. Yeah. So, there we go. And the other one, well, we got our finger all nasty. Yeah, this stuff gets everywhere. All right, squirt, 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 squirt. And squirt some more. And rag. Get that off there. Oh, another thing was the brackets are funky. Looks like somebody bent them to try and make something fit that wasn't supposed to. I don't know if this is the original bracket or not. It's actually not the same shape as this. I don't know if you can tell how much space there is on the sides, but we're gonna make it work because I am not waiting for new ones to come in. Let's see. Oh, and the these things have this little, I don't know what you call it, a little nipple or whatever sticking up. there's actually a little divot in the frame that this thing sits into. Whether that helps or not, I don't know. I don't think it can rotate. Oh, that's to keep it from sliding side to side. So keep that in mind. Alright, put this one on this side, like so. Alright. Now, oh, be sure too that, now let's see if we can get you in here. So you want to put this above the lower control arm when you put this up, so don't leave it hanging down. Otherwise, when you get this bolted up, you're gonna hit the bottom of this and not be able to go where it needs to go up top here. Look here, sorry. So keep that in mind. Where are we headed? Hang on. All right, about there. Yeah, okay. I'm hoping, because this thing is so tall, the other one, the old ones, oh, I threw them away already, were so squished down that they were just this height. But this is now, you know, sits taller than the old one did. So we'll have to figure out if that's a problem or not. So, let's see. This is going to be difficult, to say the least. Oh, right there. Oop, no. Okay, doing this one-handed is very difficult. Okay, so no, that's not going to work. You need, let's see. Need that and that. Go on here. That goes on there. Let's see. Don't do it. Come on. Oh, it started. It started. Alright, we're going to grab a few threads on that one. And we need to change sockets because somebody put one bolt in with a 5/8 head. The rest of them are 9/16. What'd I do with my 9/16 socket? That's the 5/8. Hello, 9/16. Well, crap. Oh, it's on here. Gotta put it on this thing. Okay, put that in there. This in here. Come on. Get started. Just a few threads, that's all I need. Oh, no, cross threading. Hang on. Hold on. I need to see. Scoot that way. Okay. All right, take that out. Appears to be going in straight. Not. Oh, damn it. Oh shoot, I can't tell. There we go. Okay. Alright, we're gonna put this together kind of loosely at first. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, this is a mess. See, the thing is this bushing is not centered in the bracket. Alright, so it needs to go over, but it can't because it's too tight. So, we're going to loosen this guy down. There we go. Well, hang on. Wait a second. That's not wanting to go in straight now. Why not? Yeah, this is not cool. Alright, that's not gonna work. Okay, hang on. Back to the 9/16. Sorry, this is the boring part. But, do what you gotta do. Watch this thing fall on my head too. Hold it up. Now we gotta start from scratch. Don't know how many threads are in there, so I don't want it to fall on my head. That should go. Appears to be straight. Ah, there we go. Now it's back to the 5/8. Okay, now. Okay. Ooh, I think it's going. We got to make sure it's the bushing centered in the bracket, which I believe it is. All right, so you're gonna tighten her down. Make sure that side's still where it needs to be. Yeah, I don't know. This since the bracket's not the right shape, I don't know what's going to happen when I tighten these down. If it's going to tighten it too much, I mean squeeze the bushing too much, vertically. I don't know. As we tighten this, it might, well, yeah, see, it's pushing out. It's pushing the middle of the bushing out sideways. I don't know what else to do, actually. So we're gonna just keep doing it. I could have taken the bracket in and put it in the vise and tried to make it the right shape, but I did not feel like getting that far into it. This is not good. It's squishing that bushing wrong. Oh my god. It's still pretty tight in there though. Yeah, don't know. Hang on. Now I got sweat in my eye. I'll be back. Okay, well, we got it in. You can see, yeah, there's the right there and right there. Although I'm not sure what, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it like this for a little while. I'll check it periodically to see if anything's, you know, the bolts are backing out or anything, but I need to do something else with these brackets because they're not the right shape. So I need to buy new ones or take these back off and put them in a vise and bend them. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. Anyway, so here is the stabilizer bar end links. So we have a bit of a sandwich here that has to be put together in the right order. All right, so we take this and feed it up through. Hang on. Feed it up through the hole. Where's the hole? There it is. All right, so then we have, washer, bushing, washer. Oh, and these have a, I don't know if you can see that little ridge on one side, but not the other. So the ridge goes into the, whatever the piece that you're going through. So in this case, it's the lower control arm. The upper one will go through the stabilizer bar. But it leaves this space in here, in between the, it seats in the hole. You know what I mean. All right, so we just got those. Then we have a sleeve that goes on next. It's a spacer, basically. We have another washer. Bushing, this one goes up, or the little raised part goes up. That goes into control arm. I mean the, you know what I mean, stabilizer bar. Bushing with the little raised part going down this time. Another washer, and these washers are cupped, so we're put the cup side toward the bushing, and there is not much threads hanging on. I mean, just sticking out there to grab onto. So hopefully, oh yeah, these are nylon lock nuts. In case you were wondering, keep them from backing out. And that thing is very much canted. I don't know if you can see that right there. That is weird, man. I don't understand. Like I said, there's no other hole to put this in. I don't understand why it's so far back on this side only. Like I said, I don't see any kind of structural damage to make me think that, you know, it was wrecked or something that pushed this mounting point back. This appears to be all normal. I don't know. strange. So basically, tighten these down. I'm gonna leave that loose for now until I get the other side in. I hope you guys can hear me because I tend to not talk very loud. And this phone picks up all kinds of ambient noises, but not my voice. So, we'll show you what we got when we're done. Well, there we go. Got these all cranked down. And this one actually was canted a little more than I thought before. The other one, this one was so tight that it didn't look like it was off. And that one was real loose, so you could obviously see how off it was. But both of them are kind of canted at the same angle, you know, tilted back at the top. So I don't know, actually I don't even know if this stabilizer bar is the right one for this vehicle. I mean, I'm pretty sure these aren't right, because the bushings that I got, these bushings, were definitely for this vehicle, and it did not match the brackets, so I don't know. Anyway, so we're just gonna leave it like that. I did tighten those up a little bit more, but it's still got some space, but if I crank down on them, it's gonna be super tight, and I don't want to bind it up. So anyway, so we're gonna finish that. I mean, that is finished. Little bonus tip: this oil drain plug has the copper washer on this one. So you always want to check these out. This one was obviously pitted, and you can see how bad that is. Terrible, both sides, and it was leaking a little bit around it. So got some new ones. They say you should always replace these, and being a oil change mechanic, having my business as such, I really should keep these in stock. I haven't as of yet, because most of the ones I inspect them. I'll clean them off and look at them, but usually they're pretty good. This is terrible. Don't ever put this back on. So I believe this is the right inside diameter. Hopefully, yep, drops right on. So we'll install that. Put the filter back on, of course, after we pre-fill it. I do that. I've actually seen evidence that it doesn't really matter if you pre-fill your oil filters, but I do it anyway just because I've always done it, and it just seems like a good idea, because there's that chance that there's a split second in time that there's no pressure, because it's filling up the filter first and then getting to the engine. So I just don't like taking that chance. That's just me. But anyway, this will wrap it up, and we'll get back with you guys whenever we do the steering linkage. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just replace the whole thing. Well, maybe. Actually, I might not do that video because it's the exact same setup as my Blazer that I just did a video on not long ago. So I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I do have a serpentine belt on my wife's Acura RDX that I need to do a video on, because it looks like a pain in the butt, and it might help somebody out there someday. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share with somebody. Maybe get some new subscribers in, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk at you later.